Hi folks, welcome to Hope This Works, a channel all about inspiration, education, motivation, creating curiosity, and building relationships. And in today's video, we are giving you a first look at our new to us 1989 Chevrolet P30 chassis Allegro, made by Tiffin Motorcoach, I believe. Has a 454 cubic inch Chevrolet motor in it. I apologize for the view, guys, but I just have my tripod set on the doghouse right above the engine right next to me. In future videos, we will make sure we have a dash cam for you guys as we're traveling down the road, or something better than the center pillar of this large windshield. Actually, two windshields, guys. And don't judge me, I picked about the hardest way to get out of here. A quick left turn out of a parking spot, and then a quick right turn to access the service road, and then a quick left turn to get onto the main road. And I had a lot of parking lot to deal with. So I made a bad choice right there, but I didn't hit anything, and I didn't run over any curbs. And it was a very good idea. We stuck around and got the insurance put on this. We paid for a full year, and it just so happens there's a cop cruising right there. So always come to a complete stop, and always take that little extra time to get your insurance on your new RV. I am only down the road to our house, probably about 1.5 miles, so I sped this up for you guys. We will be home in a jiffy. This unit has 56,000 miles on it, and actually has a new motor with 600 miles. So that is just an absolute score. Got it for a really good price, and the owner was super fair with us, and we were happy with our new old vintage Class A motorhome, guys. As we're pulling up to this beautiful green rental house on the right hand side, I ended up going around the block once. I wanted to get a good angle at pulling in there, and here she sits behind our tiny house rental. If you guys are wondering and you haven't caught up on the story yet, we are moving from this tiny house into this RV. It's listed as a 28-foot motorhome. I haven't measured the actual physical length of it, but I'm sure we will. That big hatch underneath the picture window there is where the 4,000 Watt Onan generator lives. It only has 268 hours. I don't remember if I mentioned that. It has an awning on it. Also, I asked the owner, which is the second owner I believe, if the awning is good, and he said it worked real good. So we'll see what happens there. Around the back of the rig, have your standard ladder up to the roof rack. And these older motorhomes are a little more precarious to get up. You want to be really certain when you're trying to go up that ladder to inspect the roof, like I do later in the video, that those fasteners aren't rotten or rusted and you can come flying off that ladder. Surprised at how good of condition this unit is in. When you get dents and dings on the side of an RV like this, they stick out like a sore thumb, and you can see a few of those right there, but for the most part, this is a beautiful unit. As we move down the side, we actually see some damage. The previous owner admitted he backed his Jeep into it a few weeks prior, so we'll have to address that. Cosmetically, it's not going to look great, but we will make sure it's sealed up so it doesn't create any more damage. Has nearly new Toyo tires, so any of you RVers, these are M120Zs. These tires are a bit pricey to replace, so this was a huge advantage. Right here we have our water heater and access below for our propane tank in that hatch. Up front we'll have another small storage cubby for accessories, toolkit, safety devices, things that as a driver of a larger rig you want to have access to really quickly, like safety triangles and things like that. So the driver's door is not the easiest thing to get up into. I'll probably use a side door more often than not. There's actually a very, very comfortable driver's compartment. Nice captain's chairs. I actually have a roll-up window on the driver's side. The passenger side does not. It has a slider. This unit has, like I said earlier, 65,000 miles on it. And a brand new motor. So if you stick around for video number 2, we will be doing a full inspection, mechanical inspection on this unit, checking all the fluids, checking brakes, checking all sorts of stuff, interior and exterior, because I want to make sure all my lights work, all my accessories work, everything operates properly before we get going down the road. So make sure, if this is your first time here, click the subscribe button. Next video, like I said, is going to be a mechanical and electrical inspection of this unit to make it roadworthy. Following up that, we will be doing any repairs, any needed repairs, and following that, obviously, we're going to be probably doing some modern upgrades to this unit. One of these, well, more modern upgrades is the refrigerator, as you just saw. Is a propane unit and electric unit, so it's a camper fridge. Around to the back, this is a flip-flop fly swatter that came with the unit. This is actually the grandparents special camper or motorhome. Comes complete with camping chairs, inflatable water toys, extra paper towels that do not go in the black tank or the gray tank. We're both surprised at how clean this unit is for its age. I'm actually surprised at the chrome fixtures in the bathroom. They're probably plastic, but it's still chrome plated, you know. Again, grandparent special. Lot of blankets and pillows and extra stuff in the storage cubby. Certainly we are going to excavate all of that. That's going to be a future video really, really soon. Billy Joe and I are going to excavate it all and basically liquidate all the stuff that we don't need for a garage sale, which is going to be super helpful. Lots of storage in these back two twin bed areas. Underneath the beds is occupied with some components like storage tanks and the batteries, but there's still some usable space there, and then all up above as well. And this is the bathroom. Everything carpeted. A little bit shows a little higher end motorhome than some of your others. Granted, this is 30 years old. Comes along with a couple Snoopy kids fishing poles, maybe for some future grandkids. Now off to the front of the unit. This is a hide-a-bed sofa, so it's basically, this front area will basically be a gigantic bed when we're boondocking or camping. The dinette will fold down, and there's also a lot of storage underneath the dinette seats. You got to stay tuned and tune in over on the Making Sawdust channel to find out what I do with that. More storage in the upper area. The kitchen's really in good condition. Could use some updating. 3-burner propane stove, of course, some storage. You can see some wallpaper peeling. There's a spice cabinet right there. A microwave that doesn't work. More storage up above. And a good time to check. It actually has 2 roof air conditioners. So we'll be looking at those, making sure those guys work, double checking all of the vents, the roof vents, refrigerator vent, stuff like that, and probably making some new cutting boards for the kitchen. And updating control panels. This would be a really good area for new tank monitors, electric monitors. We would like to upgrade to a battery system with an inverter. We have 4 batteries in the unit itself right now. Up on top, it's actually incredibly good condition for being a Wyoming unit. Normally, you're going to see a ton of hail damage on top of these units. That looks like an updated roof vent, so maybe there was a damaged roof vent at some time. And it also looks like the previous owner has flex sealed the seams, which is going to be a periodic maintenance item on any RV or camper you do. And I'm looking at all the fasteners here on the ladder and the roof rack, and a little bit of evidence of some cracking, so that's going to also go on the list. I would like to thank all of you for joining us on this journey from Wyoming to Michigan while we move into a home on wheels. And be sure to also stay tuned to Making Sawdust to follow us transition into a different workshop. Those of you that are still sticking around are absolute rock stars, and we love you, thank you, and see you next time.